fucking dear. How you like that?
I thought he was cool.
Well, now that everyone's here and everything's cool and I already hit the record button, it's a For the Glory podcast. I'm Fat.
Yeah, we're all gay. I'm MicSpam.
And I'm Angel.
Woo woo! First time guest.
And no lag
Episode-
on the intro. Congratulations, sir.
Episode 51. Ooh. Spicy. Angel is my
Not quite as
awesome
spicy.
coworker. How you been? How's life?
Good, no complaints. I'm off work, so it's the best part of my day.
Exactly. And you're on a podcast. It's double good.
Yep, it's a great day.
Absolutely. Oh, shit.
I think we got a fun one in store tonight.
I think we do. I really liked my show, like usual. I am my grading system is not normal for anime, I guess you could say.
I just give Fats gold.
Nice. Just to break some of that ice. Angel, what's your anime experience like? I know you and I kind of finally started talking at the smokers table about Attack on Titan, but other than that, where'd you start? Where you been? What's good?
So I feel like I started like pretty much everyone else, DBZ, Dragon Ball Z. It's kind of what got me involved. I didn't even really know what anime was at the time. After that, it's just kind of a mix of everything from, Pokemon to, we were talking about Yu Yu Hakusho a little bit ago, Inuyasha, pretty much anything. I pretty much lived on Toonami for a lot of my
That's
teenage
what it
years.
sounds like. That's what I was hearing.
Yeah, Toonami was definitely where I got my first taste of anime, and then when I hit college, I just had so much free time. I, found Kiss Anime, and I found like Hunter x Hunter.
Yes.
Iron Blooded Orphans.
Ooh,
Gundam.
what is that? Oh, Gundam. Gotcha.
Yeah, that was the first Gundam series I ever enjoyed. But yeah, man, pretty much like everyone else, and DBZ definitely started it for me.
Mine, yeah, mine was randomly caught. I guess I don't really count my getting into the anime phase until I accessed the internet. Then it was like, holy shit, there's a lot of shit out there. So you kind of just branch off from there. Pokemon got you started, Ben? Pokemen? Is that like a spin-off porno? I bet it is. It's all the normal Pokemon, but it's like Pikachu, but he's super ripped and he's in a Speedo the whole time. It's Pokemon.
Let's not get into exactly how horrifying gay parodies of things are. Don't make me pull up the Harry Potter one.
You know we can't stream that.
Yeah,
TOS.
they'll react to it.
Imagine taking a nap with Machoke. I think you would wake up dead. He would roll over on you and crush you.
No.
He's heavy,
Cuddle
dude.
you.
My
Cuddle you in
God.
those big, strong arms.
Ooh.
Doesn't that sound nice?
Only real trainers sleep with their Pokemon. He'd rub your cloister. Nice, peanut butter. Oh my God, the Poke puns are out in full force today.
Yeah.
There has to be bestiality in the Pokemon world, right?
I mean, you would assume so, but they didn't put that in the show.
Of course not.
Maybe that'll be in the reboot when they finally re-release it for like people who are of age to enjoy Pokemon.
God, I'm just thinking because me and Roger saw Detective Pikachu and Dylan, and I'm just picturing like a Pokemon strip club or something in that
You thought
city,
that
and I'm
Jinx
just
was
like,
so
Jesus
fuckable.
Christ, my eyes!
You thought that Jinx was so fuckable, I bet.
Yeah, that's the you wake up in the morning and like, oh God, what did I do?
Jinx, Jinx.
Those lips were smaller when I first saw. I swear, it's the beer goggles.
Jinx, you want to go get breakfast somewhere, Jinx?
It's implied there's crossbreeding with Ditto. Like in the show, they actually bring that up. Then just leave your Pokemon with our Ditto. It'll be profitable. He's technically out of sleep. Damn it, Ben. That's nice.
Huh. Good question.
In the games? Oh, I believe it. I guess that's how they would tutorial you it in the game with the Ditto. Like, because you can Stick a Ditto with anything in the breeding thing, and it pops out.
Ditto would be the
That
ultimate
thing.
sex toy.
Yeah, there's definitely some videos about it.
Be like, Ditto, transform into that hot chick from the supermarket today.
But the thing about the Ditto is he's always still got his same Ditto face.
Yeah, I mean, that's just something you're going to have to deal with.
Just wear a mask. Oh my god, this has gone off the rails. In normal podcast scene, we do have our assignments. MicSpam, you're up this week. Take it away. Forced to watch the first 3 episodes, and as awesome as it is, Angel watched the show as well.
Yep.
So that is dope. Charlotte.
Yeah.
I'm curious if this was actually good or not.
It's alright.
Like usual.
It starts off, this kid, he goes on some mushroom trip thing. Not really, but he has more mushroom trip sentiments. I would always look at myself and wonder why I was myself and not somebody else, this and that. But then he discovered that he could actually take over somebody's body for 5 seconds at a time, whenever he wants to.
That's a cool power.
Yeah. But only for 5 seconds. And his normal body just falls unconscious during that time. So it's a little inconvenient. But he uses it to cheat to get into a really cool high school. And he's kind of a piece of shit.
Nice.
There's a girl that he's trying to date in the new school. And he, almost has her hit by a truck so he can push her out of the way of it.
Wow. That's a little far.
I know. That's what I said. But then this chick is like, I got you little bitch. I know what you're up to. And it turns out she can go invisible and her buddy can teleport. But she can only go invisible to one person. Like the person she wants to be invisible to. Everyone else just sees her as normal. Okay. And the teleporting guy, well, I have a clip about the teleporting.
I will pull it up.
His power is actually hilarious. Because he can teleport, but kind of. You can't really control it. And it's more like he just jumps. And it kind of fucks everything up. Let's just let the clip play for a second. Why don't you describe to the audio viewers what's happening, Fads?
Okay, I mean, he's gonna use his powers. He pulled out some coins. He looks like he's trying to steal bread, but he said the bread that he has no idea what he's gonna grab.
He's grabbing sandwiches.
Oh yeah, he's grabbing sandwiches. and then he super overdid it and flew through the window,
that's how it is every time.
And there's a giant explosion. And he's covered in glass and he's got 4 sandwiches, all proud. He's so happy about those sandwiches.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that guy's power is hilarious. It's definitely, he's the best part of the show.
Oh my god.
By
He seems
far.
great. He's
hilarious. Every time he teleports, it's like that.
That's great.
That's honestly fucking amazing.
That was fantastic. It seems like they're gathering up you all have superpowers, but they all suck.
Well, that's kind of the thing. There are people in this universe that have powers, but they all seem to kind of suck. There's one guy that can locate the location of other people with powers and tell what kind of powers that they have. But he can only do it while he's soaking wet and fully clothed.
So specific.
Honestly, what?
Yeah.
So oh god.
Yeah, it's a lot of shit like that.
Okay.
So this guy gets threatened to join into this high school where people with powers can't go, I guess, by the student council president girl, who's the disappearing girl. and she makes him go find other people with powers to convince them not to use their powers irresponsibly so they don't get experimented on by scientists.
Oh, I mean, that's logical.
Right. Makes sense.
And that's really the whole plot of the show. I don't know, other than the one guy who's just hilarious, the characters aren't great. The OP's pretty mediocre. Animation's fine. I do have an issue where people are too anime-ish, if that makes sense.
No.
It's very, very much anime. Like,
I see it as an anime.
no, but like, I don't know how best to say this. Other than the people act too much like anime.
Like,
I mean, it makes sense.
They're
Like
doing
they're
like the
really
peace
over
sign
the
by
top.
their eyes and shit kind of deal.
Yeah, it's really over the top that way.
like kind of campy, like
yeah.
in a way. So they're just too much about. Yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying.
It's too
And I
fake.
kind of wish also it would choose whether to be kind of, because it's kind of slice of life ish, but there is some alright stuff going on, and a couple scenes that are comedic. But I kind of wish it would choose one, because I think if they would focus on it being a comedy, it would be a lot stronger for it. Or if they just made it super serious, it would also be pretty strong for it.
Sure.
But they're kind of floating in this kind of in between where I think it brings it down to kind of like an average level.
Gotcha.
Score it.
6.5.
Damn, I suck at giving anime. That story sounded cool though.
It wasn't bad, yeah. It definitely had its parts. Like I said, teleporting guy is awesome.
New driver. Fuck.
I honestly would have been more interested if it was just following this guy going around with his powers being a piece of shit the whole time.
Oh wow, 3.5 in the chat.
You didn't watch it, mashed. Oh, that's funny. Well, bummer. Art style,
I mean,
anything
no, it wasn't
flashy?
bad.
The art looked good.
Pretty average. Pretty average.
I guess I was watching the OP.
Mash has watched
Oh, so he says it's garbage. Okay.
it. I wouldn't say it's garbage. I mean, maybe it gets worse.
It could possibly get worse.
I only
I was-
watched 3 episodes, but
Oh.
it seemed fine.
Yeah.
I guess I could see why somebody would like it.
Yeah.
I'm just probably not gonna watch anything.
Done. Cut it dry. I get you.
Understandable.
At least it got the 6.5.
It's not that interesting, and it is because I've been jaded by so much phenomenal anime. You know,
Right.
I'm spoiled.
Right.
So, something average like this, it just doesn't keep my interest.
Bombersville. Well, what are you giving me for next week?
That's a good question.
Do you not
One
know?
I have a list. I just haven't picked one yet.
Oh, you slacker. Oh, wait, I have a sound effect for this. Wait for it. Wait for it. Hang on.
Can I hear it? What is it?
2 hours later.
It's the SpongeBob time card guy, and he went 2 hours later. I think it was
We just say I miss SpongeBob. Good SpongeBob.
the old SpongeBob.
Right.
I'm Dirty Dan. No, I'm Dirty Dan.
Oh shit.
I could literally
Yeah.
quote SpongeBob for hours.
Bats, Claymore or robotic notes?
Claymore.
All right, Claymore it is. Let me grab you a fucking
I honestly think I've heard of that.
trailer.
Claymore's decent.
It better be about a
Should
sword.
enjoy it.
I don't know what it's about.
In any video game I get a Claymore, it's a big sword.
I mean, it is a
There's
big
also
sword,
Claymore
for sure.
Mines.
Oh, that's true. That'd be interesting. An anime dedicated to
let's
only
see.
Claymore combat.
Well, I think you already watched that show.
I
you-
actually used to I would fuck around with that in Modern Warfare 2. Just only use claymores. Okay, so we got Claymore trailer. Ooh. A Claymore is a half human, half Yoma? They took a Yoma into their body. It was created to defeat the Yoma, fuse with them. That makes sense. Damn. Running into so many anime where people, like cities, are just getting sacked. People are getting murdered in the streets.
Oh, that's this whole show.
Awesome. Let's keep it
A lot
going.
of death.
It's a very
lot.
theme. Nice. I picked the right one. What was the other one? Robotic something?
We'll probably get that next week.
It's Joan of Arc.
Animation looks pretty good.
It's hard. I haven't really seen anything in recent times where the animation wasn't good. I feel like once you hit a certain year, that combined with, I don't know, like once you hit, like, we've been giving newer shit, I feel.
Shows from 2015.
That's new enough.
So there you go. Hope you enjoy.
I probably will.
I don't know anything about it, but it was on my list.
I gave the trailer a like. Awesome. Whoop whoop. So,
Very nice.
awesomely enough, considering I work with Angel and we actually got him as a guest a while ago, I had given him a couple of shows for him to choose from, and due to circumstances, if he wants to say, I don't care, but he ended up getting Black Clover. Whoop whoop.
Hey, I enjoyed it. I'll just go straight up and say right now, I enjoyed Black Clover. I did not think I would, because it's just kind of like, well, I'll get into that, but I enjoyed it, for sure.
That's awesome. I am actually current on the show, and it's amazing.
Likewise. Yep.
Episode
Enjoy it.
90.
Thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm
Isn't
actually...
there a new episode tonight?
Actually, what is it? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know when they come out, to be completely honest. What? Is this like some super... Oh, I get it.
That's the beginning scene.
That was the epic scene, which doesn't.
Oh,
really,
yeah.
So what are your thoughts? Take you through it, Angel. You had to watch 3. Right. Did you watch all 3?
Yeah.
Or did you watch more than 3?
I ended up watching just the 3 episodes, just because of time and whatnot. But going through it, you start off with, you meet a loudmouth kid named Asta, and you can tell they're kind of impoverished in an impoverished town. They're near church, which is a main staple of a lot of the characters' jobs, and that's where they get their food, and that's where they end up living. So the church is definitely super important there.
It's an orphanage, yeah.
Orphanage. It is an orphanage, you're right.
Yeah.
But the Sister Lily thing threw me off, you're right.
It's a church orphanage, yeah.
But going through that, so you find out that pretty much this whole society, everyone on Earth can use magic, or everyone in this area can use magic, and Asta cannot. And basically, it's his drive to become what they call is the Wizard King, and that is pretty much the most powerful wizard in the land, second only to the nation's king itself. When it comes to status.
Oh, wait till you see the king.
I have only seen a little bit of him. He's not talked or done anything substantial, but they've when they were like showing like the squads or whatever, they made a cameo of him for a little bit.
Oh, was the king there?
Yeah. But a little bit more, so we meet Asta, who seems to be the main character of the show, but also he has who they describe as his rival, obviously in the show, so he is ridiculously talented when it comes to magic as opposed to Asta. He is basically the Sasuke of this show. He's born with incredible magic, incredible abilities. Everyone says that he's the pride of their town and that he's going to end up, yeah, he's kind of a douche, but at the same time, he's determined. I think I'll get into this a little bit in a second, but I think is when you first meet him, you think, man, he's just a standoffish, screw this guy, not really that interesting. But after like the first 20 minutes of the show, when Asta, ends up getting his grimoire finally.
Yeah, that's a clip that's playing.
Yeah, I was gonna get into that, but yeah. So if you're seeing here that he's getting into a fight with what looks like be a pretty strong mage. I don't know if they're called wizards, mage.
I think they're wizards because it's a wizard king.
Right. I didn't know if they still went by that or if that was just that guy or not. But yeah, he's beating up on him. But Asta is the one thing you'll learn is he's determined. He is that shonen character who is all about determination and willpower, and I'm gonna work as hard as I possibly can till I beat the crap out of you. But yeah, he ends up in this scene eventually getting the grimoire, the 5-leaf clover, which they say is the 5th clover. I think they said is for the devil. So the 4 clovers, like humility, integrity, something, and then good luck is the 4th clover, which is actually the book, the 4th clover, Wizard King, of the first Wizard King, that ends up going to Yuno. So Yuno's obviously talented, gets the Wizard King's old grimoire, and Asta ends up getting the grimoire of the devil, which you can see here is a gigantic fucking sword, where he can literally, what seems to me, well, I don't know yet, but maybe you guys can help me out a little bit. What seems to be his magic is he can't really dispel magic, but it looked like he absorbs it, and then he can channel it into his own physical ability. I don't know.
Is that a spoiler?
I mean,
no. From what he uses in his the clip.
It's one-time magic.
Okay, well, yeah. So what it looked like he did was he like swiped his sword while the dude was trying to throw the chains at him. He was able to absorb it. He got stronger, physically buffer. You could tell.
He's straight up buff as shit. Just because he's done. He's the Rock. Yeah. It's like Naruto, but Rock Lee's the protagonist. He just trained in the woods for ages, and he's just super strong.
Yeah, no. Your first theory was correct. It is just a spelling.
Okay. Well, yeah, no, I honestly, man, I did not think, just based off of like the first 10 minutes, I was over Asta already. But he actually is a pretty.
To be
he's
fair,
a pretty cool character.
Child Asta has the most annoying voice ever.
Dude, Child Yuno was worse though. Let's be honest. He was a crybaby.
Yeah, that's fair. But I mean, Asta was so high pitched and loud, and it was just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the voice actor was trying to go for the young angle, and it just made it so much worse.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is just like me prejudging it or not, but I thought. Like, the art looks good in some spots, but in other spots it looks kind of subpar, especially in, like, combat and stuff. When I was looking at it, I was just like, I feel like they could have done more with this. But I've only seen very minimal
episodes. There was, like, one combat part, really.
Yeah.
I will say that it is very much like a shonen in that it will have episodes where the art quality is less, but then during bigger scenes, the art quality drastically improves.
Okay. I kind of got that feeling because, like, in some parts it looks incredible. It really
Yeah.
does. And then you could just tell, like, in that scene we watched, until Asta gets his grimoire right in front of him, I don't know, that was my biggest takeaway. That was really the only complaint I had. I thought the show was good. I'm looking forward in my own time to continue watching it. I'm finally at the part where they are making it to the royal capital. So getting ready for the exam.
The start of
so
the
hopefully,
show
honestly, it only gets better as it goes on, and the pacing of it is great as well. So I think you are really going to enjoy it.
It was. I was stunned, honestly, at how fast
They fly.
Asta ended up getting his grimoire. I did not think I was going to see it within the first episode. I thought I was going to see him, have to do something amazing to save them from that chain user, or do something like that. I don't know, but no, I thought it was really well done, and I actually enjoyed it a lot. Like I said, I'm going to be watching it on my own time for sure.
Awesome. Asta just gets so much cooler.
I'm gonna be glad to hear that the pacing keeps up throughout the show.
Oh yeah. I was hoping it would do something, stay similar to what it is right now. Because if you guys are enjoying it, like I already know.
Well, I'd have to say, have you ever seen Fairy Tail?
Yeah, I've watched Fairy Tail.
It's from the creators of that, and I very much see Asta as Natsu, 100%.
Oh yeah,
like there are very strong correlations. Yes, we get you.
I think Fairy Tail just went on too long. I think Fairy Tail went on way too long past its. Like if they would have cut out like 70 or so episodes, I think it would have been.
I'd say that's what the creator learned. There was, I'd say, a lot more filler in Fairy Tail and worthless episodes where nothing really happens. This is just constant goes. They have like sagas, I guess, or sections, seasons that they're really trying to accomplish a main thing, but it just goes forward at all points. And Asta is so fucking badass. It's awesome.
I've said it once, and I'll say it again. I love the thought of I'm gonna be the most powerful wizard in the world, but since I don't have any magic, I'm gonna do it with this big fucking hunk of iron.
Of course, man. Holy crap. Asta is a hard-headed motherfucker.
As you watch it, feel free to spit theories at me, because this show, you'll try to predict what it's gonna happen in terms of what's Asta's deal, how does his shit work, what's Yuno's thing, and they just probably not what you thought at all.
I still think a certain somebody is evil for sure.
Oh, I know. I could theorize that 100%. It's somehow
I thought that
Yami was right. If you're talking about the same thing that I'm talking about,
right.
Yami was right. That
exactly.
Literally, the last episode was proof.
The first time I saw that motherfucker.
The last episode was proof of that. Oh, but we can't. It's a
I
solid
think we'll get
basis.
proof in this episode.
We'll see. Well, no, I think they're gonna go
out,
through
by
the
the
thing.
way.
Shit, yeah. But yeah, Asta's just awesome. It's Rock Lee. So if you had to score it based on the 3, what would you say?
I'm going 9.5 out of 10.
Fuck yeah, that's a big banger.
Yeah.
Woo woo!
I am honestly, the pacing did it for me in the first 3 episodes. I can tell this is going to be an anime that I'm going to enjoy. I'm pretty picky when it comes to shonen specifically.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think this one's going to be enjoyable. I did not. No,
It's okay.
No.
Don't blame me.
I won't. I know it's the most popular out there. It's ridiculously popular, but that one wasn't for me.
Right. You did say Hunter. What other shonens have you watched?
Obviously Naruto.
Nice.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yes.
Now I'm just gonna blank on some.
Bleach.
Naruto, but no One Piece. Blast.
Well, I mean, I've seen One Piece. It just, nah. I didn't like Bleach either.
No. Okay.
I didn't enjoy Bleach.
I stopped Bleach kind of in the middle.
Me too.
Got sick of it.
I watched I think 50 or so episodes, and then I just couldn't do it anymore.
Bleach was actually Bleach was actually the anime that got me to switch to sub, because the sub was so much further that I converted to watch further. I loved Bleach. Sword fighting anime is awesome.
That was Dragon Ball Super for me.
Really? That is so late to switch to subs?
Nah, it was 4 or 5 years ago.
Damn. I guess, yeah, I don't know how long Super's out. Yeah, no, I always, pretty much once I did that, I The subs were always further than the dubs, and I was Shonen Boy, Naruto into Bleach into Full Metal Alchemist into.
Oh yeah, Full Metal's another good one. Brotherhood.
Brotherhood.
I didn't. The original is okay.
Did you watch them in the right order? Did you watch the original and then Brotherhood? Because I feel like if you watched Brotherhood first, there's no way you could go backwards.
I watched the original first because I didn't even know Brotherhood was a thing when I was looking it up on Kissing. I just looked up Full Metal.
I legit watched the first one and then immediately started Brotherhood afterwards. Like, I just binged one and went into the next. It was so nuts.
So, Angel, do you have a show suggestion?
Like for like next week?
Well, just for like anyone you think,
or for like anyone who wants like a show like
just a show you would recommend.
Something you don't think everyone has seen.
If it's a well, I feel like this one's popular, but it's a different type of anime. It's not really a shonen. Obviously, it's just kind of, I don't know what I would consider it, honestly. But I've been watching Assassination Classroom. I enjoy that. It's a nice change of pace.
Week, I think.
It's a good change of pace for. I don't really like when I'm watching Attack on Titan and I'm waiting for that. I'll watch a little bit of Assassination Classroom, kill the time.
More of a comedy, isn't it?
It is, and it's actually like there's an alien who's a teacher, and they have to assassinate him by the end of the year. And honestly, you would expect the teacher to be a jerk, evil monster, but honestly, he's the best teacher any of them have ever had. And it's funny how they get themselves into certain situations.
The whole background was so odd of that show. It was like
I don't think Fats liked it very much from the first impression.
No,
if I'm remembering correctly.
Fair enough.
It wasn't my style.
It's a little bit different. I didn't know what to expect going in.
It had funny moments and not enough of them for me.
Fair enough.
Funny
and
anime.
I think we were spoiled by Food Wars in that one. Food Wars is by far the funniest anime I think I've watched.
Absolutely. Yeah. But this one was like, the story was too just weird. Like, I get it. He's the teacher. He's like an alien who came to the planet, and he's like, I'm gonna blow up this planet, but first I want to teach a class. That was like, that's like the story.
To not get too far into it for people that are watching it that haven't watched it yet or haven't gotten to a portion of it yet. I don't think the interesting thing about him is I don't know what he is. I don't know if he's an alien or not, or if he's just a super genius madman who's developed something to threaten the world to change. I don't know. I haven't gotten far enough in this show yet, but I don't know if he's just as simple as saying he's an alien. I think there's some more in his background that I've been waiting for them to get into.
That was a good fight.
Yeah, that one was really good. Definitely really good. Einzungo or whatever.
You still haven't watched the new season, have you? The newest.
No, I'm meaning to get to it. Someday. There's too much shit to watch. When you have to watch 3 episodes of something a week, and then I just get...
The newest season pops off, though.
I'll have to check it out. Honestly, might end up watching more of this show you gave me. This one's an interesting
You said you
one.
finished Children of the Whales.
That was...
still a 10 by the end?
Oh, 100%. That solidifies as a 10. That show is fantastic. Nice. Usually with shows like that, it kind of did what you said your show did. It branched off into different kind of genres, I could say. It really didn't have very many comedic moments, I would say, but it goes from like lovey-dovey and serious to straight up murder to anarchy to it goes everywhere. It's crazy. Like,
see, but those kind of genres almost can go together. But when you're trying to make something serious and emotional and then make a comedic, it doesn't work unless you do it really well, like in like a Steins Gate or something.
Oh man, great show.
Yeah, for sure. And that was mostly kind of lighthearted and comedic at first, and then it takes a dark turn. So the tone changes as opposed to switching back and forth between scenes.
True. I get that.
I get that 100%. That show, though, Children of the Whales Netflix show, insanely good. Like,
Yeah, I definitely want to check that out myself.
it's just to me what really gets me now with anime, because like animation is an art, used to be like a big factor, but nowadays everything looks really good. Like, there's a certain quality that everything hits, and that's not a huge factor for me anymore. But the story,
Unless it's Inception.
when I can't guess what's gonna happen next, those are the anime that I'm gearing towards, that I love, and the story's good. Like,
I'm an art slut myself, so anything with exceptional art draws me in.
that's fair. I mean, it did have exceptional art, but the story behind it was just so mysterious. And then when you finally learn the truth, you're not disappointed. It's like, holy shit, that's what's been going on this whole time. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And that show was just all about new shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give that a watch myself for sure.
I definitely would. But speaking of shows, I was given.
Yeah, I'm real curious about this one
banger.
because the premise of this one is what really interested me.
Yeah, this show hit pretty good from episode 1. Like, I'll admit I watched 4 episodes of this, and it's
So
essentially
you know I'm a geek for this sort of subject, like the mobster movies and shit.
yeah.
I'm such a geek for these, so of course I was attracted to this.
Yeah, I would honestly think, me personally, I'm glad I watched it subbed, but I feel like you would probably argue it's like Britain. So
Yeah,
the
I
English
mean,
would make sense for this.
As long as the dub isn't terrible, like the subject matter, I feel like leans itself towards English.
Oh, I know the show.
You know
91
91
days.
Days?
Yeah, I've seen this.
Yes,
Oh,
this
great.
was good. It really
I haven't.
oh, very good.
You should give it a watch.
Yeah, you would love this, MicSpam. I know you would 100% give this a 10. It's just, oh, that guy's creepy, and he has such a tragic backstory that they just go through immediately, and he's like just some normal kid having a birthday party, and dad's home late from work, so they're hiding in the closet, him and his sister, and he's just like, hey, oh, wonder where you are, Angelo, where are you? And then all of a sudden, knock at the door, mobsters coming in. It's like they're just having a nice little conversation, and he's like, I just need to tell you something very
You guys ever
important.
watch
Don't
Gilmore
freak out.
Girls?
No. The fuck
No.
did that come from?
I don't know. That Northern Lights.
Oh. Oh, I didn't see that. No. But yeah, he's pretty much, yeah, this whole scene is like, it happens like in the trailer. But
Yeah.
yeah, he's hiding in the closet, then the mob comes in, he's like, I need you to not freak out. But the Don's dead. It's like, oh shit. Who killed him? Turns around, the gun's pointed at him. Me. Oh shit. Kid's in the
What?
closet trying to keep the younger sister from like busting out there, because the wife steps up, gets a gun smacked to the face. So then the sister freaks out and runs out there, and the
No.
animation was fantastic, because you see his eyes light up as he tries to slowly grab for her shirt to pull her back in, and she goes out there. And yeah, long story short, yeah, they all get murdered the fuck out
Everybody
of.
died.
Everybody dead. And then the next thing, it flashes forward, or he goes to his buddy's house, and it's like, we're brothers now, you and I. And whatever, he ends up just leaving. So 7 years later, he comes back, and he's like, I need your help. Got a letter from mysterious anonymous person saying, hey, I can help you get your revenge. So episodes like 2 through 3 is just synopsis wise, he's just going, he ends up joining, like, you learn later, so he kind of just doing crazy shit. He starts joining this other gang, and the one kid hates, the mafia, because he knows what happened to his friend. You murdered your family. Why the hell are you joining this shit? Well, he turns out, you find out, end of the
Keep your
second
friends close and
episode.
your enemies closer, stupid.
Exactly. He joins the family of the gang who killed his family. And he is...
Shit.
Yeah,
So
he is.
good.
He's essentially slowly killing them. He's killed one of them throughout 1 through 3. And
I love it.
yeah, basically made it look like they killed each other.
I
And
love
it was just
I love
fantastic.
everything about it.
What?
That's what it says every time.
Is that Jay?
I don't know.
What up, Jay?
We'll have to check it out on the computer.
Jay,
Okay.
say hi to the podcast.
He's making moves. All right. Business as usual. But yeah, art style, the voice acting's very unique. The art's really good. Really don't have too many.
You know why I bet it's unique? I bet it's Japanese people trying to do like an Italian or like a British accent. But like
It could be.
Japanese, you know what I mean?
It definitely could be. It's got a unique vibe to it. And they do use a lot of like, I don't know, English, it would sound like, sounding words.
Yeah.
But then when they do say it, it sounds Italian. So yeah, they are doing like Italian mafia kind of style.
Yeah, I bet they're putting on an accent, but like it's not recognizable to us because it's in what it would sound like in Japanese.
Right.
But I bet that is what's happening. I would be curious to see what the English dub is like, if it's a good quality or not.
Honestly, from the little bit I glimpsed from this clip, it does seem good. But I'm not a dub watcher anymore. I've converted.
I mean, hey, listen, I'll watch it if it seems right.
Yeah, I mean, that's you. I'm telling you, I would have liked Helsing more if it was subbed.
Well, what's your rating, Patty?
Rating,
Give it to me.
I'm giving it a 9.2.
Ah, the streak ends.
Yeah, I could do it. I might end up finishing this. It's hard to say. Just with the other stuff that I've seen.
You're at least gonna give it a couple more episodes. It sounds like though.
Possibly. I don't know. Once I get hooked on, like the other last few weeks that were 10s, I pretty much did finish all of those like immediately. This one I'm not getting the same urge to. It's got the cool story, but you really kind of have to, I don't know,
We just lost our
focus
guest.
watch it. Oh, shit. Now that is possible. Did he vanish? Yeah, he did vanish. Oh, well, we lost him. But,
I'm sure he'll be back.
absolutely. But yeah, this show, it was good. I know it's right up your alley, and
I bet it would be. And
the
if you
main
enjoyed it this
character's
much, I
pretty
bet I'll like it even
fantastic.
more.
Yeah, and oh yeah, it has the trick how they actually got into the family.
Oh, that's
Was-
a hell of a scene. It barely touching her shirt.
Yeah, dude, it
When
was
she runs out.
it was
Ah.
nuts. But what's even awesomer, at least this guy tries to fight back, which is cool.
Oh, through the hand.
Yeah,
So cool.
but
Slash the face.
he tried. Bang, 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 bang. He dead. And then what do we do about them? Just kill him. Okay. Well, this show gets pretty intense. But what's funny is how they got into the family, the Viventi family. Yeah, super Italian. His
What is the mom?
brother, he came back 7 years later. There's actually 3 mafia families, which adds to the story. It's great. And he's just basically trying to kill one of them. And he joined
Did
that
you
one.
find out the significance of the title in the first couple episodes?
Not at all. I don't get it.
Okay.
I don't get it whatsoever. But anyway, he comes back 7 years later, meets up with his brother, that guy, and his brother, who's just trying to get by because they're dirt poor, started making moonshine, and apparently he's really fucking good at it and makes the best shit. So the mafia tries to steal his shit.
Yeah, because this would have been during Prohibition.
Yes, it is. So he's making the moonshine and makes it real good. So that's essentially how they get into the family. And yeah,
I like it. I love it. Love
it
it.
gets intense.
Love it.
It is how long it took him to kill them. 9.2. I'm assuming he's going to get them all. He seems like a smart kid. So, yeah, I'm thinking that's going to be fantastic.
Oh, so it takes him 91 days to kill. Okay.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So yeah, maybe they'll get to it, but they never really specified. That's just how long it took. Cool. I'm looking
Is
forward
there
to
like
that
a
one.
day counter or something? Like,
No, not that I
Okay.
saw. I was watching it pretty closely. My notes are like nowhere for this show because I was watching it. Like I had to watch it to focus. There's so much shit. Let me just glance over them. Oh wait, there
Daddy,
was
I
a
believe in you.
really cool. Oh yes, one of my favorite quotes I did write down. He's at this place. There's families. The family that he joined is struggling, so they're marrying into a stronger family with one of the
Angel's
daughters.
phone died.
Oh damn. And
That's alright, Angel. Just hop back in when you can.
yeah. But he says this quote is great. He starts like he's holding back because one of the family members is holding back because he hates the shit out of this guy. He's trying to fight him, and then the guy's pretty much just talking shit like a dick. And the main dude who's trying to kill them all, he just comes up. And he's like, "That's funny," and he just turns all serious, like, "What's funny?" "Oh, just seeing an ass strut around in lion skin." Oh, and then he's got pissed and goes for the haymaker, and he just dodges it. That scene was cool.
Say that again? Say that again?
He's like, "What's funny?" And he's like, "What's funny?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm looking at an ass strutting in lion skin." In a lion skin.
So good.
So basically like, yeah, outside you look good, but you just shit. It was a super good insult. Threw him into a rage, and then there was a little scene. It was cool. Obviously broken up, but it was good. Oh, I forgot to post that. Whoops.
Right,
Gotcha.
Fats, I believe in you. Are you gonna give me something good this week?
I hope so. It looks cool to me. And maybe.
I believe in you, fatty.
It's called Fire Force. I know
Fire Force?
Fire Force.
Okay.
How I would describe it from the clip I saw, it's firefighters fighting fire demons. Looks cool to me. And the one kid, the main kid, uses fire.
Oh yeah, this is on my list. I think the Japanese name was on mine though.
Oh yeah. He's like a firefighter, but he uses fire. It doesn't make sense.
Fight fire with fire. Fat.
I get the quote, but I don't get the how it works. But whatever.
By the production of Soul Eater and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
Ooh, didn't see that.
It looks Soul Eater-esque.
I honestly think I caught a clip of this on Instagram and starting to use that. And it looked cool.
This does look cool.
Yeah. Art style looks fantastic. Fire's just cool.
Yeah. I dig it. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. It looks good. Then there's one chick, from what I saw when they're killing the demons, she's like does a prayer and then they murder it. It's great. This does look
I like
really
that
cool.
dynamic.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some like shit like that in there. So yeah. There you go. Fire Force. I think I might have done good.
Thanks, Fats. Yeah, I think you did.
I can only
really good.
I can only hope though. We'll see. But yeah. Other than that wraps up the anime reviews. I really did not have more on anime or anything. I only had fighter shit.
Well, we could talk about Attack on Titan since I think everyone involved is caught up. The third season just wrapped up this past week.
Yeah, I was kind of pissed that was the last episode, but it made sense.
It definitely seemed like a season finale, and it was big.
Yeah, the last like 3 episodes were just like, all right, here's everything you've been waiting for the entire fucking time. God.
It was so much. I did not see that coming whatsoever.
No, not really at all. I wasn't really looking at the bigger picture, I guess, because I always like from people had told me like from because I'm pretty sure that I don't know if it was just a manga. I thought it was also like a novel. It was based off an actual book.
No, it's a visual novel.
Right. Okay. I guess.
Yeah.
But they always said it gets super political and shit, and
Yeah,
I kind of was expecting it to be
half
more.
Of the third season.
Huh?
That was like the first half of the third season.
Yeah. the Historia stuff and
which
whatnot.
I enjoyed way more than you did.
Yeah, definitely. No, this last part is what was so nice though to finally
It
get the
never.
answers.
Spoiler alerts! If you haven't seen the end of Attack on Titan, you might want to mute us now.
Yeah.
It never crossed my mind that there was just the regular world outside.
I honestly thought it was. Yeah, as far as there, I didn't think that all the humans were dead, but I figured they were trapped within their own walls and the Titans had taken over or some shit.
I thought there might have been some semblance of civilization somewhere else in the world, but I thought it would have been like other small walled off sort of encampments, sort of like the one that they're in, and like most of the world was ruled by Titans, if anything. Other than it's mostly regular people.
Yeah.
And they just send Titans towards this fucking island that they're on. It's crazy.
Yeah. And what's funny is Children of the Whales has like an almost a very similar concept to it. You don't care for it, Mashed? I mean, yeah, it's to each their own.
I don't know how. In my opinion, it's one of the best anime ever produced. The way the story goes, the way the animation is. People say it's overly gory, but I say it's appropriately gory. They don't shirk on the true horrors of war and what it would really be like to be a part of this with the limited technology that they have. It's I've always thought it was one of the most interesting anime out there, just altogether. And this last season is crazy. They don't censor really anything in the anime, I think. I think it's
fair.
I don't think they hold anything back. But maybe, I don't know.
The qualms I have with the show is just a lot with the. There's so many slow parts that suck. Dude, go to the speech. What they were doing for like, oh, do we pick Armin or do we pick the other guy or whatever? And it's just, oh my god,
wow.
that shit
God
to
forbid
end.
God
So
forbid you
long.
wait through a 4-minute dialogue.
Dude, that shit was like 10 minutes. Don't fuck with me.
Even if it was 10 minutes.
Dude, that was like half an episode
That's an
of them
intense
just.
scene.
Oh my god, it was so stupid. Them just going back and
Also,
forth,
I bet
back
it was
and
about-
forth.
Also,
Let's
I
hit
bet
it.
it was closer to my time than your time.
Let's just hit everyone's opinion real quick while we have. It was one of those like, I watched a funny ass video where it was like how time works in anime, and it's like, all right, in 9 seconds this whole planet is gonna blow up. It's like, all right, but I need to talk to you real quick about my dream, and it's like, dude, it's only been 3 seconds. What the fuck? It was like it was one of those scenes.
Disagree. I think you're completely wrong. But we can definitely agree to disagree. I think the pacing is brilliant for what they do with it. I think that they're good at building suspense and building drama.
And making you wait years for it.
Sure. Well, if they didn't have that amount of time for production, it wouldn't be the quality that it is.
Right. Yeah, I just think it's dragged on. It took too long to get to where we're finally at. And then when's the next season where everything is completely different?
It should be releasing just next year.
Maybe.
No, that's what. That's
Yeah,
what
in the
I'm hearing.
manga. Yeah, I could imagine. I was gonna say
It's a
the
book,
manga's super
Peanut Butter.
far.
You can't compare that. It's
You
a
can-
book.
You could still compare it.
You could speed read it. Oh, here's a slow part. Let me just fucking flip through 3 pages.
Well, yeah, obviously.
You
I don't-
can't really compare the two.
Hmm.
But I love it.
You have to wait 1
And-
month for a new chapter. See, that's nice. That's nice. I love it when the show you're watching is out and you just watch it week by week. I love watching it week by week. Because then you
But
get to hypothesize.
it is doing big things. I do think it's a mistake that they're going to wrap it up next season.
What? That makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Why would they? Yeah, to milk it for more money to keep it going.
No, the manga is still releasing. Which
Ah.
means that they're going to come up with an ending for it.
Maybe it'll be good.
I'm sure it will be good. The anime is fantastic, but there's no reason that they should end it after this season when there's at least 2 more seasons worth of content in the manga.
I mean, they'll probably do it like they did, release 2 seasons in like a 24 episode dealio. Where they'll release half of it, and then they'll end on a nice cliffhanger, and then they'll release the final. I think that's perfect.
I don't know.
That's how this show's been operating.
All the forums I read said there's at least 2 seasons worth of content. That's gonna be, and I feel like they're gonna rush the ending and force the ending, and I feel like it's gonna lose out for that.
Well, I'm hoping on the side of Peanut Butter it just ends at the same time as the manga. Because yeah, I mean
that would be ideal. I mean, but the way the production works, I don't think that's how it's going to work.
if it's only 30 chapters behind and that's 12 episodes. I mean, when is the manga? When's that gonna end? Does that have an estimated ending too? Does they plan it out that way? That would be pretty nice, actually.
If they did do it that way, then yeah. But that doesn't.
But you
seem to
gotta be
what
negative.
Everyone on the internet thinks. Well, I'm just going off of what I read on forums.
Right. Okay. Cool. Nice. The battle.
The final battle. So would that be
Shit,
like
yeah.
what, against a Beast Titan and?
Don't spoil shit. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
I live
I
for
mean,
this
yeah.
show to not have spoilers. Don't ask that question.
Well, I have to imagine it's against a Beast Titan.
Why would you imagine that? It's against the people on the other side of the water.
Well, the way I see it, the Beast Titan probably works for whatever government of that city that they had gone to.
No.
And
No, I meant no to Peanut Butter.
oh,
Whisper it to Spam. I don't want to know that shit. This
I mean, yeah.
show's appeal to me is the fact that it's been mysterious.
I think
At the same time, half the episodes, to me,
I think
were crap.
now that they revealed some things, I think I have a much better idea of what's going on, so I can kind of predict. But again, the show does throw you for a loop at every turn. Like again, I had no inkling that there was just the regular world outside of. No, you can't predict. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fantastic, as long as that's the good ending.
But I've always been a huge fan of
Otherwise
the
it'd be a
show ever
waste
since I
of my
started
time.
watching it. I think they have done everything, honestly, as well as they could with the show. Even the parts that some people may not have liked, which is fucking the military overthrowing the government, which is a huge thing that some people consider slow.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. I thought it was a very big thing that dramatically changed the way that the city works inside the walls. And it was extremely significant to continuing the story.
Yeah, I'm more on the scout side. The outside of the walls was way cooler and more interesting. Then you just knew they were trapped. That was it. I was more like, what's out there? There's gotta be some reason for all this shit.
But yeah, but you also have to think they are part of the government of the city, and they do hold that sort of responsibility. And with the current ruling structure being as corrupt as it was, it did make sense for a military coup to happen. And since they did find technical royalty, that gave them the leverage to be able to do so. I thought that was crazy interesting.
I just thought they were nuts for even trying. Every time they went out, they'd lose like half their people. It was great.
Yeah. I mean, they lost everyone. scouts are dead.
They dead as
There's
fuck.
like 9 of them left.
9 scouts remain, but the important ones are there. That's what matters.
I don't know if they recruited more in the because there was like what, like a
year gap. Maybe.
15 middle school kids make a contract to take turns piloting a giant robot and fight monsters from other universes. Because after a single battle, there are dire consequences.
That sounds fucked up. Why do they take turns doing it? What?
I want to check out that.
That sounds crazy.
If I'm gonna check out another mech anime, I want to watch that whatever Drill Man or whatever it's called.
Oh, the most ridiculous one where he throws the fucking universe at him or some shit.
Where they get so big that they're like throwing galaxies at each other.
That seems ridiculous. You finished 24 episodes in 2 days. Damn, that must be a banger.
It's a lot.
But you're into the mech anime style. Never have really.
I'm generally not.
There was the one Gundam.
But if it's, I don't know, because Evangelion was really quality, and they kept it from being just a mech anime, which was nice. So if this is similar, then that might also be good.
Maybe. Ooh,
I'm crazy looking forward to more Attack on Titan, even more than ever now, because I mean, are they going to go to war with the entire world? Also, fucking Aaron's such a bitch for not ratting out Historia, and like, they could totally win the war if he said, hey, I need to touch Historia as a Titan, and I'll get the powers.
Ooh. Damn, man. Yeah, that shit was confusing. More
well, it's
even.
not that. So he gained. He looking back at his memory, he realized that, well, from his dad's memories rather, he realized that the Titan that he tried to punch when he gained that power to control Titan was his dad's ex-wife, who was royalty. And he realized that if he touched royalty while they're a Titan, then he can harness the power of the what they call it, the original Titan or the lead Titan or something like that. But he doesn't want Historia to turn into a Titan, so he's not going to tell him the thing that will let them win the war against the world, because he's a little bitch.
I mean, he still might. I'm sure he'll tell someone, and someone will tell him.
Yeah, he'll probably end up telling Mikasa, and then she'll tell, and then he'll get pissed at her for telling or something like that.
Historia might just get eaten. Who knows with that show?
Yeah.
They'll probably just get bombed by Zeppelins.
So
I'm just calling it. Episode 1. They discovered the secret of the other world. Too late. They're already coming with Zeppelins, and they're going to bomb the shit out of them.
Well, now they got Eren as a Titan, and they also have Armin as the Colossal Titan. So that's not going to be an easy thing to take down.
Yeah, but Armin's a bitch.
But he's the Colossal Titan now.
I hate Armin. I wanted him to die. They should have given Erwin. Gotta keep the main character. I'm more hooked on how the fuck did the owl guy from the past know about Armin and Mikasa? What the fuck is that nonsense? That's where the shit probably doesn't make sense.
Of the well, it's got something to do because he had the power that Eren has now of the like, what do they call it? Like the
so it can go into the future and get people's dreams
because
or
it's
memories.
Technically divine power from Ymir. You know, so it's almost godly power.
Right, I will. Here, I'll write it down on my sheet. Fats. Watch Evangelion. Fine. Just for you, peanut butter.
I really enjoyed it. I finished it.
If you sub with Twitch Prime right now, I will immediately watch it tonight. Not all of it. How about that? There's an incentive for you. Fun fact on the Fatty stream, we got new shit. New shit happening. New shit is happening. There's a thing in the bottom right that you can click, which will allow us. There's a brand new rations system. The old rations are gone. This new ration system actually overtook them, and that bot no longer exists. So all that shit is gone.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, because I remade it. Why is VivBot saying it? I literally... VivBot, I've tried to log into VivBot, and it literally says it doesn't exist anymore. How is that shit there?
I don't know. It's there, though.
It's overtaking my commands. I don't like it. Wonder if I just unmod it. There's something. I gotta figure it out. But either way, we're having a new system. This shit's going away. It's not going away because the shit's just, it's coming back. Oh, so here it all is. It is all there. I think I just straight up unmodded or something. Either way, I'll figure it out afterward. It's literally the drink 2 and drink 10 commands are back. And guess what? I changed the drink 2 to drink 3 because I'm that fucking awesome.
Oh, you alcoholic.
Yes, but there's also new ways to get rations, so don't expect to be blowing them on those commands. Because those commands aren't cheap compared to how many rations you get for just watching. So there's like little treasure chests that'll show up on the stream. There's some fucking, you can scratch off something. I don't know. I never played it myself.
Pick a card and scratch offs.
Yeah. This is free. So we got stuff, as you can see. We got little borders now around shit. Came with a nice little... There's this... Streamlabs itself just has free shit. So I was like, oh, when did this happen? Probably a while ago. So...
Hopefully an Angel comes back soon. I had a whole game planned.
Oh, well, that's true. But we can jump into... Your text fits nicely. Yes, I did fit the text as well. Like, the chat box is fixed. I realized I had it in, like...
Is still N-word bot in the stream?
I don't know. Maybe. I did keep Nightbot because there was no way I was fucking transferring all 100 and like we have like 130 quotes. Yeah, not about to about to do that. That's fucked. So Nightbot's here to stay. Plus, the song requests that work through it are a little shitty in that they only take from SoundCloud. Yeah. So I don't use SoundCloud. If it was from Spotify, now that'd be a different story. But it's SoundCloud. So yeah.
Oh, no, it's night now. Damn it, it's not N-word bot anymore.
Yes, we have fixed it. Fixed it. I'm going to hit this.
You do it. While Fats is hitting that, I have a very important announcement. So I've talked about this before. This very important gentleman before on the podcast. And just, speaking to Fats personally. Robert Paul Champagne, aka the Try It Out guy.
Oh, God.
Now has his own mini documentary.
What is
the Your Mom's House podcast? The Your Mom's House podcast sent out one of their producers. Why can't I think of his name? Josh Potter. They sent Josh Potter to New York, since Robert is so open about sharing his address on the internet. And they sent Josh Potter to New York to do a full interview with Robert Paul Champagne.
Oh, God.
And it is... Oh, man. It's everything you would think it'd be. There's like roaches crawling around in the background, and he's totally naked from the waist down during the whole interview. And he talks about banging, like, Patrick Swayze and Freddie Mercury.
What a hero.
And like going to S&M bars and drinking people's piss. It's amazing.
There are some pretty unique folk in the internet land.
There sure are, and he's a legend of them.
Jesus Christ.
And it's a full. They did it like documentary style. It's a full interview with him. He's a weird fucking guy, and it's hilarious. It started out as just a meme on this podcast, kind of. They had a clip of him propositioning black guys who like to fuck and fuck good. And then eventually they found him on Instagram, saw that he did frequent Instagram lives, and then actually set up this interview. And it was cool. They gave him a bunch of the merch that they made based off of him. They gave him a new computer to use. They gave him a brand new phone for his Instagram lives and just like a bunch of cash from the merch sales. So while they do openly make fun of him, they're also like not mean to him, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not dicks about it, which I think is the best part. Like that's what makes it really funny is if they were just like ridiculing this guy and just being dicks about it, then it would kind of be mean. Because he is a weirdo, but you know, whatever. He doesn't deserve to be necessarily publicly ridiculed. But
I mean,
they're also
if you post
really...
your address and shit all over,
I mean, yeah.
you're
And
essentially
full phone
just
number,
asking
too.
for it.
I gave him a call once.
Why?
I needed to. I had to talk to Robert Paul Champagne. He's a legend.
I just can't. I don't even know.
It's amazing, yeah. I know.
You have
I know. I couldn't
interesting
believe it either.
heroes.
I couldn't believe it either.
What?
But yeah, that is available on the Your Mom's House podcast page.
I was gonna say,
called Home Here Now. Robert Paul Champagne.
just post it in like the actual Discord.
Should I?
Put it in like not safe for work or something.
It's safe for work.
Well, there you go. I can't watch videos at work, so it's not safe. It's not. It just check the link in the description in the Discord. There you go. You'll know.
It's a long story, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, MicSpam pretty
it's a
much
long
did
tail.
it. Yeah, MicSpam's hero. They're besties.
Not my hero. I just like the guy. I'm a big fan.
Right on. Right on.
Apparently, he answered the door completely naked from the waist down and did the whole interview with his dick out.
That's how everyone interviews. Don't you do that way?
I mean,
I'm sure you're that way right now.
I'm naked from the waist down right now.
100%. Yeah, I got it. I can't be. I'd get banned because I know I'd stand up easily. Easily stand up. Like, that's a no-no. That's a no-no. I'm gonna spotlight these guys because this shit's cool to me. Fucking last weekend joined the stream of these French guys and watched like the last 4 matches, which was like the last 4 whatever of this tournament, and it was legit like 3 hours, and they had like a 32-man tournament. It was awesome because these guys are like close to the best in Europe, and they're on PC, which is so dope. So I'm totally gonna get wrecked by them and join this tournament. Not this weekend because I'm busy
You have
on
to
Sunday.
qualify, or is it open?
Nah, it's open. You just gotta join. But get this. So they're in France, right? That is an 8-hour time difference for me. So the good news is the tournament starts at like 5. So that's
good.
Basically, it's fine. It's only like 8 or 9 in the morning, which is no big deal for me. So give it a shot. I'll give it a shot, guys. It's been good.
I'll be cheering you on, fatty.
I'll definitely do my best. But these guys are super fun. They're like fighting dreamers. There's really like in terms of the anime watching stuff out there that's kind of continuous, where especially the high level players play, is like Fighting Tuesdays on Anime Illuminati. And I honestly think these guys are just as good, if not better, than those guys. So shit's dope.
This definitely looks like some very high level gameplay. You better be on your A game for this.
Yes, but what the best part? So this was mostly everyone was in like France and Europe. So their teams they use are so different. This cooler is a beast. The guy's Zamasu, although I know Sonic Fox uses him, but his Zamasu is freaking nuts. But the guy who won, Kane, who's him and this other guy who wasn't in the tournament, Wawa, are considered the best in Europe. This guy's Trunks is fucking nuts. Like, I want Brandon to watch this so bad because he's like, I don't know, Trunks ain't got mix-ups or nothing. You learned that like Trunks in Sparking has a guaranteed like a 50-50 mix-up, which is crazy, just off his like auto combo. And
wait, seriously?
yes, it's just there's so much shit to this game, and you learn just by watching and joining in. It's fun. I love it. Like, this guy Samasu is crazy, but the Trunks is also crazy. So I highly recommend everyone would check out Fighting Dreamers with a Z, of course. And on Twitch, it's actually
I probably won't unless you're in it.
Yeah, I've joined the stream. What was fun? So I was playing when after the tournament on Saturday, and Slenderman joined, and we fought him and stuff. When I was watching this the next morning, he was actually there, and we were talking in the chat and shit.
It makes sense. He's in France.
Yeah, I was asking him why he wasn't in the tournament and shit. And honestly, what really made it good is the commentator. He was really good streamer. They ended up with like 40 some viewers. It's dope. Had a good time. So
we'll get there.
There's my plug. I'll probably be fighting it in the future. Oh God, that's the hope. I'm starting to pick up on some good shit. We're 40,000 BP off the goal that has been since the game came out to become living legend. 40,000 points.
I think I'm like 800,000 away.
Yeah, you're getting there. You pretty much just gotta work on the fundamentals. You gotta get your buttons right.
Yeah.
Like, not necessarily learn a combo, but just be able to do every, like, your quarter circles right.
Yeah.
And then learn the combos. There's the thing. We could think of something. I had some ideas as well. We'll have to run it by. We might be doing a YouTube series of training stuff, but we'll see. Oh my God. Trunks is so nuts. I almost think he wins this, by the way. He comes back. The Trunks. But that was my plug on that. I don't know if Angel is going to make it back or not, but what was your game?
There's no point in bringing it up if we can't play it.
I suppose if it need, yeah.
Let me add him quick.
Right on, right on. I'm just a pantsless warrior, of course. Chat. Since we have a little lapse, what have you guys been playing? What games are you on? Peanut Butter, are you playing the new Smash at all? You're a Switch player. I think they were coming out with they had Joker come out. Who were they releasing? Banjo-Kazooie. Is he out already? I think so. I haven't seen any of him. Let's check that out. You don't play shit? Come on, Ben, what about you? What are you up to? I watched a video of you cooking some food. That's the last I've seen. I'm sorry. Is he in the game? No. Wait, Goku is actually going to Smash too?
You're welcome, Ben. Wait, what?
Yeah, right?
It's not my hero.
That's your...
God damn it. What do you understand about this? Just a big fan.
Wow. That looks awesome. Sick.
How the fuck did they get Goku?
They didn't. I think they got the Dragon Quest guy, but the video did say it somewhere, but I don't think so. There's no way they got Goku. That would be some crazy strings.
Yes, and? What's your point, Ben?
I just, yeah. I don't understand it either. Burn them. Burn who? That's crazy, peanut butter. Oh man. MicSpam, did you have anything else? I've been watching a lot of replays from GDQ. Summer games done quick.
I mean, I don't give a shit, but you can talk about it.
There's really not too much. It's just a nice thing to put on the side and learn some really crazy ones. One of the...
Anything extra cringy?
I didn't see any cringe shit. Yeah, no, the one that I saw recently that I thought was really impressive was Donkey Kong 2 Country 2. Country 2 GDQ. There we go. 2019. Yeah, I was watching this. This shit was crazy.
I got one. Oh, sorry. Never mind. You first.
Oh.
What's cool?
Did you ever play it? You played, yeah, Donkey Kong, right? You've played it?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, I don't like a Game Boy emulator. Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen that too.
Yeah, that was the best. That was the best one.
This guy actually did a really good run of this.
To be clear, they weren't clapping because their grandfather died.
It was the donation.
It was just unfortunate timing.
There's so many like cheats to this freaking game. It's crazy.
I don't know. I just think it's boring. The thing is, they usually speedrun games that nobody gives a shit about.
Not at
or
all.
would ever usually play. I feel like they pick insanely obscure games because they can set the record because nobody fucking plays it.
Well, some people definitely do that, but in the community and stuff, there's this one guy who's freaking ridiculous. He spedrun over 30 different games, like crazy. Not at the event, but in his time, and that's like ridiculous.
Spedrun.
It counts as a word. It definitely does. I don't know. I like to see the old games that I used to play get destroyed, like this one. And I think just the platforming is nuts.
I can understand how it's impressive, but I don't think it's entertaining.
It's 100% entertaining for me. I love watching it, how they break games and stuff. Because it was stuff that, like, when I was stuck with, like, 1 or 2 games, like, that's what you would do playing the game again. Just try and beat it faster is really how to do it.
I was more of a 100%er. I like to 100% games rather than do them quickly.
Well, game that I played a lot was like Mega Man X, which, you know, did find everything, so try to beat the game and find everything faster, because that's what we did.
Like, I'd be the one to try to get all the Xbox achievements and shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, see, for me, speedruns are better watched not live. Watching a stream of a speedrunner would be not fun. But like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
because they literally just like restart the game and you watch them do the same shit over and over and over again. It's really, yeah, that's a tough thing to do. But like, watching the YouTube video of when someone does it and breaks the world record or something, now that's cool. That's what I'll watch. But yeah, unless you're actually speedrunning the game, I don't see why you would want to watch a stream of it.
So here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
They're releasing a One Punch Man game.
Really?
One Punch Man, a hero nobody knows. It's a fighting game.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's what that... I saw a picture of this, but I didn't know what it was. Now I suppose I do.
I don't know anything about it, but I know it's a thing.
Huh.
Friedrich auf keinen Charakter. Oh, this kind of looks like shit.
Yeah, this looks horrible. But, you know, it's a game. Looks like one of the Naruto games, kind of. Or Jump Force.
A low budget one.
Quality's alright.
Is
This
it?
looks like Jump Force to me.
Looks way worse than Jump Force.
I mean, in terms of
Looks
how
like
the game
a
plays.
looks like a 2007 Naruto game.
No, that looks better than that. It's gonna be a PS4 and Xbox One.
On PC.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Did they have a gameplay video?
That, maybe.
Type gameplay after that. Yeah.
I got it. I've YouTubed before.
The fuck was that? A
They're
gunshot?
questioning if he's broken. I have no idea what that was. Yeah, it looks like dashes and Naruto and Jump Force.
It looks really low quality though. It looks like Xbox 360 at best. It's a shame that they can't make anime games good.
Fighters? What?
Fighters is the exception.
Fighters, Guilty Gear, Under 9 Birth? What are you talking about? Did you just shit
Are
on
those
like the
based
whole
off of anime? Like,
genre
those
of
are-
fighting games right there?
Listen, but they're not based off of an anime, are they? Guilty Gear and
Oh, maybe.
whatever.
What are they? They're not Guilty Gear? I think it's just its own thing.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not based off of an anime.
No.
Like Fighters is the exception. And then otherwise, if they do a fight, like any sort of a game off of a big anime series, it's always trash.
Okay, now I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
You struggle sometimes.
it's fucking trash, you know.
I mean,
And this
yeah.
doesn't look like an exception.
No, it doesn't look good. Like, what other anime fighting games have come out? Shit, I don't even know. I bet there's like an Inuyasha.
I mean,
Inuyasha. Inushaka. That's this. That would have been a
Inuyasha.
better name for him. I don't know. I didn't watch it. I didn't like it. I watched some of it. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish they would, especially with anime becoming as popular as it is.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they would be putting more love into the games like they did with Fighters. Because Fighters turned out great, and everyone loves Fighters. It's a great overall fighting game, and it's also a great homage to Dragon Ball, where they go so far as to take like animations and artwork from the anime and manga directly to animate the moves that are in there.
True.
But Most of them are just the same kind of 3D fighter beat 'em up with subpar graphics, and I mean they let you control the characters that you're a fan of, sure, but they don't put any sort of thought into it. It just seems like a cheap money making tactic most of the time.
Jump Force. Do.
I feel like they put more
everyone
effort
in that.
well, I feel like they put more effort into Jump Force than they do a lot of the games, though. There was at least a lot more budget behind it,
Maybe.
where they could make it look really good. So even if it wasn't like a solid fighting game, it's at least flashy. It's at least like fan art porn.
Yeah, it's
essentially.
as broken as For Honor was.
Yeah,
There's like 3 characters who are just too good.
that makes sense.
And I don't know. That game is not like super competitive, I would say. Maybe. I don't know. It's not that out there. Gotcha. No, Angel, coming back. I don't know, Spam. What do you say we wrap this bad boy up?
Let me check my list here.
He's Santa. He's gonna bring me gifts. I'm on the good list. Dun, 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 dun.
2 hours later. 2 hours later.
I found the voice actor for Naruto on Cameo.
Oh yeah.
And I was gonna get another clip for another podcast intro,
Oh yeah. You were saying that.
but she's such a cringy old lady. Let me see if I can find you a link to one of her videos.
Oh god.
I think you're gonna be. I mean, it's very much a Goku type thing,
Hmm.
where it's a very old lady who plays like the protagonist, but like she's like a grandma. Like, so since this is the English voice actor, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
The iconic like believe it, this and that, and she just reminds me of like my grandma, and it's pretty cringy. Hang on, I'm getting to it now. Here we go.
2 hours later.
We will do. Well, here's the page. What the fuck is going on outside? Those fireworks or gunshots?
Maybe both. It's possible.
But yeah, check that out.
Where?
Discord.
Oh, you put it in the general. God.
Oh, did I?
Flanagan,
Sorry,
you might
I
know me
forgot I
as
wasn't still in
your
the,
favorite ninja, Naruto Uzumaki, or maybe as Principal
Private.
Perry on Lab Rats, or Piggly on Jakers, The Adventures of Piglins, or maybe something else.
That's
anyway,
Naruto.
nice to meet you. See you soon. Hey, this is Miley Flanagan. You might know me as your favorite
I still
ninja,
need to watch
Naruto
Favorite Fireflies. I meant to
Uzumaki,
give that
or
to
maybe
Fats
as
for a
Principal Perry
movie.
on Lab Rats, or Piggly on Jakers, The Adventures of
But
Piglins,
I
or
did paprika
maybe
instead.
something else.
Huh. That is something. Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't think it would be worth it. So there are some new, very cool voice actors on there that I have been checking out
Mm. Nice, nice.
that I think would be really cool.
Hell
Check
yeah.
out Cameo, guys. It's a cool website.
Cool shit. Cool stars, they'll say your quotes for money. That was beautiful.
Reasonable amount of money depending on who it is. A lot of voice actors are between like the $30 and $50 range. I've noticed. Well, a lot of actors can get fucking retarded.
Need to get Grave of Fireflies. I don't want to cry. God, some crazy good
I'm
anime
gonna end
out
up
there
giving
right
you
now.
that movie because I know you haven't watched it.
Definitely not. I did not watch that. I'm probably just gonna give you Nausicaa because it's so good. It was
I
really,
watched
really,
that
really
the other
fucking
day.
good. Wait, you watched it? It was
It was
really
really
good.
good.
It was really
Really, really
fucking good. Better than Princess Mononoke.
I don't know about that.
It is.
I'd honestly put them even in mine.
Well, then rewatch that one. Give an honest opinion. The
Rewatch what?
The voice acting error in what?
Elder Scrolls Oblivion.
Voice.
Whoa! I just got
acting
5
error
times my points. I
Elder
just won 180
Scrolls
rations.
Oblivion.
I just won 180 rations, Fats.
Hell yeah! You're rich.
Captain, Lady Umbranox has hired a new captain of the guard.
You have beer right now?
No. I have water.
Nature's
the
guardian
party
is my
room.
foot. Mean things they'll
To
curse
the
you,
party
or
room
they
where
might
we're watching
call a
these
bear to tear you
Oblivion
apart.
things.
Spriggans, nature's
Oh.
guardian's my
I
foot.
did it.
Mean things they'll curse
Although it
you,
doesn't
or
seem
they
that
might
there's
call
a
a bear to
notification
tear
on
you
stream
apart.
for it.
For what?
I
Oh
hit-
wait, you hang on. I was not
I
looking.
hit
At,
redeem rations, and then I did take me to the party room.
ooh. Hang on, I gotta get to the thing. Shit. I didn't think we'd be using it in the podcast. Shit, that might take some thinking. Oh, wait, we go here. Babadoo. Get out of here. Get X. There we go.
Do you have like a favorite voice actor, Fats? Anyone that kind of stands out to you?
Nothing that comes to mind, to be completely honest. Oh,
I'm a
here we
big
go.
Phil Lamar fan.
Phil Lamar, what's he do?
He's been in kind of everything. He does a bunch of voices in Futurama. He is Samurai Jack. He's Green Lantern in Justice League. He's Static Shock. He
Oh,
does
Static
he
Shock,
does a
nice.
million roles. Yeah, he's Static Shock, Green Lantern, Samurai Jack. I think he does like I forget who he plays in Futurama, but oh no, he's Hermes in Futurama.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he does. He's one of those guys that does like a million of the most iconic voices you can think of. You just probably haven't heard his name, but
Definitely.
yeah, I'm a big Phil Lamar fan. I love voice actors. I'm really interested in that kind of vein there. I think voice acting is interesting. Obviously, I'm a fan of all the Critical Role guys, but they never get any huge roles. They're usually just random roles in video games and things.
Why the fuck can't I find this shit? I don't know, but what you were supposed to get anyway was to go to the party room. So we'll go to the party room. I think this is a solid way to end the podcast. Whoop, 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 whoop.